All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or actually afternoon. It is 4:30 in the afternoon here, and hopefully y'all are having a great Saturday as we are here doing great. We're going to be having a race here at Talladega. It is a charity event for vet suicide awareness. Right now, we are having an open qualifying session, so should be pretty exciting to see who is going to take the top spot because you do have the draft here, with the open qualifying. So all the trucks are out there on the track trying to get that blazing fast lap time, but should be a pretty interesting race as we have Stephen Brown. He is playing kind of peekaboo with our cameras. We are riding around with him. Got a lot of drivers in here tonight. I think it's about 27. I think the last count was. Could be a few more than that, but a lot of names that I am familiar with. A lot of names that were here on a Thursday night. So glad to see them all here. And got a few out there in the chat. Let's see, Stephen Batty saying let's go racing. And I do have the stream going on Southern Broadcast Gaming Network, so we are kind of piggybacking on two broadcasts. So join either one, shoot us a like, shoot us a follow, and help us get this content out there because this content has actually helped people out there. And we had a letter come in to one of the SVT admins that is that put all this together, and I'd have to bring him in here and let him talk to us about that because it was heart wrenching. But without further ado, let's go ahead and see if we can grab Richard Hartman and let him talk to us a little bit. Richard Hartman, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I am doing pretty good. We're having our second event for the vet suicide awareness. And, I think you have a little bit of a story to tell. We got a few minutes before we go green. If you would like to tell the folks out there, what we have accomplished, with our first race.
Oh, with the first race, so far we have raised a little over $250 for the cause, but we did receive a message. I was asked to leave names out of it, but we received a message that a gentleman, his brother's a 15-year Army veteran, and unbeknownst to the family or anybody, he had purchased a handgun earlier the day, Thursday of our race, with the intent on ending his life. His brother saw the broadcast and sent it over to the veteran brother, and he watched part of the broadcast and heard your story and saw a number on one of the back of the trucks and decided to call that number. And the next morning, the way the brother found out that all this happened, there was a note and the gun was in a lockbox saying, what I had just told you, and that he was not going to need it. He was going to get help. So that was a fantastic success story for raising awareness.
Absolutely. I'm glad we are able to get that content out there and help. No matter if it's one person or 100, helping those individuals is definitely our main focus, or giving them the tools to go get help. But thank you for sharing that story. I know qualifying is about to end. Looks like things got a little bit mixed up as we had open qualifying, but quite a few drivers out here. You put the word out and you brought them in, and let's have a good show here at Talladega.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for broadcasting it, and thanks to Protexol for sponsoring this event. We have a lot of racers from different leagues around and communities around, so we're really excited to have everybody in here today, and we look forward to a good race. And again, thanks everybody for showing up, and if you're out there and you need help, don't hesitate to call one of the numbers on the back of the truck.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you get down there as y'all are gritting in, and good luck in your race, and let's go. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
All right. What a heart-wrenching story that was. Also, if anybody out there needs somebody to talk to, reach out to me on Discord. I am always available, always broadcasting. I actually had besides a personal experience, I actually helped one of my buddies, and he is actually a co-broadcaster over on Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I showed him how to broadcast, and he got into the bottle a little bit too hard, and it was very, very troublesome because he wasn't able to deal with a lot of stuff. And we got him into broadcasting, and he was able to pull through, and now he's doing great. He's out there putting out good content. That's my buddy Mark Bristow. So if you see him in the Discords or on stream on Southern Broadcasting Gaming, which he will be on later on tonight, go give him a shout, give him a follow, and show him some support, because he was able to overcome a big issue that he had just by getting his mind off of things, and coming in, and iRacing helped him, broadcasting helped him. So what a great accomplishment that was, getting him straight. All right, well, looks like the pace lap has begun, and we are getting ready to go green flag racing. And I know that I got some things I need to change. Sorry, folks, it's been a busy day for me, and I probably misspelled that because I can't see. I have my glasses on. It sucks getting old. I tell you, it definitely sucks getting old. And all right, the pace car is about to dive off, and we're about to get to green flag racing. And there they go. And we got to change. Talladega. All right, first lap is in. And Aguirre, I hope I said that right, but Aguirre is going to bring us to the Geico restart zone, and he is going to take that green flag with Rick Evans right there on his outside. Paul McDonald, he is going to be right there trying to push that 818. But Rick Evans is going to be able to nose out in front. We're going to see a lot of high line. We're going to see high line, low line. We're going to see 3 wide. We're going to see 2 wide. We might even see single file. Just depends on how spread out they get. But it is going to be a big pack. 28 drivers. John Hudson not able to load in, so he is going to be starting from the pits. And here they come down the backstretch. And we'll throw that track map up there so you can see where everybody is on the track. And there is at 818. He is going to be leading the pack as Rick Evans. He is going to be trying to get him and the 658 of Johnny Hurst out in front. Not going to be able to get there this time. Coming out of turn number 4, they are going to be side by side. At least the first 2 are going to be have a little bit of breathing room, so they can. Looks like Paul McDonald can take that outside if he wanted to, but he is going to stick with Steve Aguirre. A couple names in here that I'm not familiar with, so it might take me a little bit to get used to the names. But as of right now, we are 2 wide racing all the way back here to, I'm going to say, there is Greg Spiker. We're going to go back here. Willie Evernham, he is going to be in the race. Good to see him back. It looks like probably about until 22nd, it really starts to be single file there in that 56 machine of Benjamin Richards. He's going to start that single file line on that low line. And he's got Balin Powell, he's got Larry Cantores, Matt Banky, Matthew Warall, and Brianna Laurent. She is going to be bringing up the rear of the field. She's got a lot of gap in between her, but this could be a fuel strategy, as we may see, maybe some fuel strategies. And we have teammates in these races. We got people from all over iRacing. We got VRX in here. We got some Old Glory, and we have the SVT guys. And a couple others making up tonight's field, so we might see that pit strategy. But I know on lap number 21, coming to lap number 22, we are going to probably do a stop just like we did last week and have a moment of silence. But as of right now, we have 3 laps complete, and let's see, Chris Ramsey, he is going to be up there on the top line, and we only have 3 Toyotas in the whole race. All the rest are Ford and Chevrolets. But let's go ahead and ride on board with Mr. Aguirre. And there he is, coming to lap number 4. And there is a racing behind him. What a nice single file line. And these guys are going to put on a good show here tonight for our charity event. And got M. King out there on this other broadcast gaming network. And FYI, the crisis line number is changing. Well, if you do have that change over there, Stephen, please do post it in the chat so anybody watching this can have the updated number or have the future number if you do have it. But it looks like a little bit of a 3 wide racing about to go on, and that is going to be, who is that? Is that Johnny Hurst that's going to try to take it 3 wide? Nope, that he's going to fall right back in line. That could have been just trying to get a little bit of air to the nose of that truck, and I believe that is going to be the 55 or the 52. I can't really see the number. Let's go in just a little bit. And that is going to be the 58. And he is going to look to take a 3 wide as they come down the backstretch. And they are going to be leaving Rick Evans right there in the middle. He's going to be all by his lonesome as they come in. And the 225 of Kyle Carter, he is going to be right there. He's going to join that 15 in the middle lane. And it looks like the bottom lane is going to get a little bit of a run. So that those 2 top lanes have a little bit of work to do, because you got the 33, you got the 34, you got the 21, and you got the 52 all right there in a line, with the 27 trying to make a move all by himself. He is going to be one of the biggest movers of the race, and he is going to be up 8 positions from where he started. Another big mover is going to be this guy right here, Fedler. I hope that's Edward Fedler in the 223. Hopefully I said that right. If not, please forgive me. First time really saying your name. But he is going to be the lonely Toyota in the top 10 coming down the backstretch. And they are back 2 wide racing. A few little maneuvers going on towards the back. And that was going to be the 01. And that is going to be Mr. Jimmy Stocks. A lot of nice looking paint schemes out here on the track, supporting the cause. I've seen Army, I've seen Marines, I've seen Navy. Got a lot of vets in the chat, so hopefully if we do get a caution, we might be able to bring a lot of those drivers up and talk to them a little bit and let them share their stories and get to know them just a little bit. Mad respects for setting up this. What a cause. Well, thank you out there, Wyman, and Steve Batty. Thank you for posting that. Glad that you have that updated information and you are able to post that. Well, what a race it has turned out to be. We are at lap number 7, and we still have a lot of racing left to go. 2.66 miles each lap. And we're only at lap 7. And here we go, 3 wide once again. And that is going to be Rick Evans. He is going to be on the outside. And he is going to have Johnny Hurst pushing him in that number 58. Here comes a 23. And that is going to be Burgess. He is going to be trying to get up to the back bumper of that number 58 machine of Johnny Hurst. And he's not going to really get up and push that top line very much. But 3 trucks are better than 2. And here comes a few others. You got the 27. That is going to be Jason Brent. And it looks like the 91 of Willie Everingham. He is going to join that also. And that number 27 is a nice looking paint scheme. Let's see if we can get a close-up look. And there it is, U.S. Army. And there is that number on his front windshield, which in the chat, if you look, there is going to be the updated number Oh, and it looks like that 27 is going to be in the wall just a little bit, so he is going to lose a little bit of momentum, but he's got a lot of help there behind him. They are going to take him, they're going to split him like the Red Seas, and coming down the front stretch, he's going to lose a little bit of time, but he's still got a little bit of help, and that is going to be Larry Cantoris. He's going to be right there in front of him, along with Brianna Laurent. She is going to be also right there, so he does have a little bit of draft help to get back up to the front. Got 5 viewers out there on the Southern Broadcasting Gaming side, and we got, I don't know how many we got on the on the Noma TV side, but we appreciate y'all stopping in and helping us support this great cause and enjoying some great racing here at Talladega. If you are going to be at Talladega Super Speedway tomorrow, hit me up. I'm always in the Discords, or I do have my Discord notifications on, so hit me up. I will be there, and I'd love to do a meet and greet, have an adult beverage for the kids out there watching. Yeah, we can all get together and shake hands and be glad to meet you. Well, Shane Gunter is going to be right there in a 6th. That's going to be that 21 machine. He is trying to get around the 34 of Christopher Hodges. Christopher Hodges is trying to work that middle lane. He's going to be the first truck in that middle lane, and he sees a lot of bobbing and weaving going on, but they do keep it straight. And as long as these trucks stay tucked together, you're going to see those trucks kind of step out just a little bit. Try to get the air to that nose. Cool that truck down, because the worst thing you could do is blow that motor up. But Aguirre has been leading in pretty much every lap since we started. Here at lap number 10, we still have 50 laps to go. The 33 of Michael McDonald. He is going to be up one position from where he started. He started in 3rd. He's still pushing that leader right down the back, right down the front stretch through the tri-oval. You got Richard Hartman. He is going to be up 6 positions. You got Shane Gunter in that 21 machine. He is up. He is also up 6 positions. You got Christopher Hodges. He is going to be up 3 positions. And let's see who our biggest movers are going to be. And that is going to be Mr. Jeff Scott in that number 28 machine. So he's going to be right there on the bottom lane. And here comes a flyby. Oh, I am so very sorry. I wish one of y'all would have told me that the sound was not on and only my voice. Nice little flyby. Get to hear the horsepower. Get to see these trucks just fly by the camera. Can't wait to see it tomorrow. First time to Talladega tomorrow. Hopefully we will be able to see y'all there. But it's been all green flag racing for 11 laps. Coming to number 12. Oh, and we got a wreck happening.
The yellow flag is out.
The yellow flag is going to fly, and quite a few trucks are going to be involved. And we're going to have to go back and take a look, because I believe this 15 was going to be involved. Yeah, he is going to be involved. He is going to be hard up against the wall. The 91 is going to be involved, so let's rewind and go take a look. And the 4 comes up just a little bit. And that's where the left front is going to meet the right rear of that number 4 machine. And the 56 is going to get a piece of the pie. And the 55, he also got a piece of the pie. So we got a big one. And look at the 15. He is going to be almost in the catch fence. He is going to be riding that safer barrier wall. Hopefully he can get that thing fired up and not have to tow. You do have 3 fast repairs. They put quite a few fast repairs in the... They did put quite a few fast repairs in the chat or in the race due to it is a charity event, so we want everybody to stay in the event as long as possible. And Chase Greer over here on the SBGN side, he is saying, Richard, why did you brag about green flag laps? You caused this caution. I am so sorry. But that 18 has been leading every lap since we started. And let's go to the chats and see who we can bring up and let them talk to us a little bit. Yeah, we got Jimmy Sox. Let's see. Mr. Stephen Brown. He is going to be in the race day. So let's see if we can find him on the track. There he is. He's going to be the number 72 machine. And I want to make sure that nobody is going to be in the pits. I'd hate to bring somebody up while they're trying to pit and they miss their pit box, and I would feel really horrible about that. Well, I'm sorry if I caused that caution, talking about the great racing that we were seeing. And now we are under caution, and it looks like the 72 may have missed his pit box, but we are going to, or a missed pit road exit, or this could be a strategy of his. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring him on up and let him talk to us just a little bit. Mr. Stephen Brown, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hang on.
I'm hanging.
Where am I? There I am. Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's all good, man. Well, I saw the V next to your name, and I figured I'd bring you up in the booth. You're out here helping this event out. Glad to see you here. And that truck is painted up nice and pretty for this event. Man, I figured I'd bring you up and let you share a little bit of your stories and let the viewers at home get to know you a little bit better.
Well, currently active duty, currently stationed at Fort Wainwright in Fairbanks, Alaska. Served 2 years. I did the car myself. If you were to take a good closer look at it, if you look on my left B pillar and my right B pillar, you'll see it has my unit patch. It also has my unit insignia on the right shoulder, and as well as the American flag faced in the correct direction, because we only charge forward, we never retreat.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that truck definitely looks good as we are viewing it from every angle that we have. You have the Mission 22 on the hood and a Mission 22 on the bed there. Man, we appreciate you coming up and joining us in the booth and letting us get to know you a little bit better. Hopefully, you will get up there as you decided not to pit. That was an interesting strategy, but still a lot of laps left to go. And hope to see you in victory lane.
Yeah, I'm just hoping for another caution to come out. I had to drop out of the front because I was running 5th through 3rd. I was having a little bit of connection issues, and I didn't want to cause issues for the leaders, so I just decided to drop out. But I'll get the next caution and I'll pit there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for coming up and speaking with us, and we appreciate everything you do. Please be safe, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon.
100%. Thank you, man.
All right, Mr. Stephen Brown out there on active duty in Alaska. Glad to see him out here getting enough time to join us for this race. Well, it looks like they are double file, getting ready to go back green flag racing, and I'm getting it from all sides as I see it over on the SPGN and the Noma TV side. Commentator's curse, or broadcaster's jinx, from TJ Richards. Well, looks like Rick Evans is going to get his last back, and you know, the great thing is, it is a broadcast, a charity event, so they're going to try to get everybody back on the lead lap if they're able to. If their truck can keep up, they're definitely going to get them all back on the lead lap and clear those black flags, But as of right now, Matt Banky, in that number, where is he at? In that number 36 machine, he is going to be up 20 positions, along with Brianna Laurent, also up 20 positions, hanging out in the middle of the pack. They are going to be in the top 10. And you also have Matthew Worrell. He is going to be right there in the top 10, also running that number 79 machine. And he has got the stars and stripes all over that truck. And here we go. We're about to go back to green flag racing. Once again, coming to the Geico restart zone. It's going to be Hodges bringing them to the start. And let's go back green flag racing. Hodges with a nice jump. You got Kyle Carter. He is going to be on the outside. He is going to be driving that 225 machine. And you got somebody coming up really fast, and that is going to be Willie Evernham. And he is going to try to catch up and try to get a draft. You got Ricky Evans. He is going to be right back on the tail end of the lead lap. You got Contreras. He is going to be back here in 25th. He's just buying his time. I watch Larry Contreras on Wednesday nights in the Old Glory Gen 4 series, and he does a pretty darn good job. He's got his old buddy James Vanderrood. He helps him out a little bit, and they put on quite a show over there at the Old Glory Genesis Cup Series. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle from the 818 of Aguirre, and Stephen Brown going to be right there. We just talked to him earlier, and he is going to be moving up to the 8th position. Going to zoom out just a little bit. It's kind of not, they got kind of a broken line going on there. And now we are going to be looking to go a little bit 3 wide. And I believe that is going to be the 818. Aguirre wants to lead back. So Aguirre coming up on that high side, coming out of turn number 2. They are going to be 3 wide, coming to the front. And there is that 33 machine of McDonald. Trying to get that A18 right out to the front. You also have the 222, and that is going to be Hennings. Brian Hennings is going to be up 13 positions. Everybody bailed on him and left him up there to dry. Ooh, the 36 tried to come up and give the 222 a little bit of a push, but it looks like they are going to go 3 wide. Can barely hear the trucks. Okay, I'll turn it up just a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't drown out my voice. We'll turn that up a little bit too. But 36 had a little bit of problem keeping it down on the track, and that pushed the, I can't even remember who it was. I believe that was, yes, the 70. So push the 70 up into the wall just a little bit with that 3 wide move. And the 222 is going to drop back and help Teresa Spiker. Teresa Spiker was in last week's race, and her husband, Greg Spiker, is going to be back here in the number 65. And he is also a veteran. I believe in the Discord it said Navy. We'll have to confirm that a little bit. Yes. A vet, Navy, Greg Spiker. Yes, so we got that correct. Well, it looks like one of the drivers has a little bit of a connection issue, and I believe that is going to be Brianna Laurent having a little bit of connection issues, but it looks like it is straightened out. Tell everybody get off the Wi-Fi. Brianna Laurent and Matt Banky, they are actually in the same room racing together, and that is amazing to see a couple get out on the track together, and they race over in the Old Glory Genesis Cup Series also. They do a really good job. Actually, Matt Banky is one of the admins over there, but we got a 3 wide battle, and that is going to be the 88, the 118, and the 34, all battling out for the same real estate. And, ooh, we got somebody up in the wall. That's going to be the 72. 72 still got a little bit of blinking issues, but no harm, no foul. It did straighten up. And what some great pack racing. There is at least 19 trucks in that 3 wide pack. And you got the 3. Don't see a 3 on my roster, actually. I'm trying to figure out who the 3 is in the middle of all this stuff. Oh, that's not it. That's not it either. So the 3 is actually going to be listed the 00, and that is going to be John Hudson. So even though he has a 3 on the side of his truck, he is going to be listed on the 00 on the ticker and tower. So just to give you an update on that. Sorry I had to find it because it was kind of bugging me, but John Hudson is the driver of that number 3 machine, and boy, is it intimidating looking. And let's go back out and zoom out and check out the 2 wide racing, as the 23 is going to be the lonely truck, the first truck on that third lane, and he has got a little bit of help from the 88, and that's going to be Bradley Worley. He is going to be trying to make a move up to the front, and we got, here comes that caution. This is where they are going to stop at the start-finish line, and and we got a bump from the 88 to the 23. I think the 88 may have missed the memo just a little bit, but that's okay. They were able to hold it and not cause any real damage, so they will get slowed up. They may come around just before the start-finish line and bring those trucks to a complete stop, shut them off, and we're going to have that moment of silence. All right, just before we have that moment of silence as they get slowed down on the backstretch, I am going to be kind of closing out the stream over on the Southern Broadcast Gaming, all due to I'm having a few frame rate drops over on Noma TV, so I can't run them simultaneously for very long the other night, and it also depends on the time of day with the internet that I have. So if y'all can, come over here to the Noma TV side and, enjoy the race from there. We got 7 viewers over there on the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. So if y'all could, please join me over here on Noma TV and catch this great racing, because I know it's probably hesitating on both ends. I'm watching it from my phone just to make sure I don't have that stutter, but I'll leave it up for a few minutes so y'all can migrate over there, and then we'll shut it down. But we are getting ready to make that stop for that moment of silence. All right, and they are back rolling. Steve Aguirre, hopefully, like I said, hopefully I'm saying that right. He is right now going to be our leader, with Paul McDonald going to be right there in second place. Kyle Carter in third. Now these are probably going to, as they were 4 wide, so they're probably going to have to take a moment and get everything straightened out. But here at lap number 23, they were able to get those trucks slowed down. 4 wide presentation. A salute to our soldiers. And we'll probably see pit road be very busy after that stop. All right, so without further ado, we will find our next vet and bring them up and let them share their stories with y'all.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going
But we'll wait until they make their pit stops. And I believe we will bring up Mr. Greg Spiker. Let's find him. There he is, and the number 65. We'll wait for once again. We'll wait for him to make his pit stop if he decides to go in. All right, we still have a few over there on the Southern Broadcast Gaming. I'll probably be shutting that down in about a minute or so before we go back green flag racing, so we can have the best quality possible. So if y'all would come on over to Noma TV, be glad to have you over there. The chat is got a bunch of people out in the chat, so you can make some new friends, talk some smack if you'd like. And it looks like Spiker had to back it up, so I'm glad we didn't pull him in and distracted me more. So he missed his pit box just a little bit and had to put it in reverse and get back in there. All right, Spiker is down and away. Let's go see if we can find him and bring him on up. Mr. Greg Spiker, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do.
Well, I saw a V next to your name, and we figured we would bring you up into the booth and let the viewers out there get to know you just a little bit. You can share your story. You've been running pretty well right now. It looks like you missed your pit box, but plenty of racing left to go to get up there. And I'm going to hand the mic over to you and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. I was in the Navy for 6 years. It was the best thing I ever did with my life. I have my father that was in World War II. And my son is in the Air Force and getting close to retirement. So so we are just kind of a patriotic family, and we believe in the good things the service can bring us, but we also are aware of the impacts of the going out there and being out there. Our son has been in Iraq and Afghanistan several times, and he's suffered some from all that trauma, and I'm here to support that.
Absolutely. We appreciate everything you and your family have done. I'm prior service also, on the Army side, been deployed also, but we want to thank y'all for everything that y'all have done. Thank you for the support that you have for the military and the military service members, and hats off to your son and your grandfather. Or was that correct?
Thank you.
But appreciate you sharing a little bit with us. We're going to let you get back up there to your team chat, and we'll be pulling. Tell them beware.
That's great. Thank you for the hosting and the broadcast.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Did I put him in the right chat? Probably not. Well, he was. There is another VRX somewhere that I don't know where it is, and I put him in that chat and can't find him now. Oh, so sorry there, Mr. Greg, and nickname is Gas. That is his initials. But appreciate him coming up. Hopefully he can get back into the chat because I don't know where he is. All right, we should be getting ready to go back to green flag racing once again. Here at lap number 26, we're almost halfway there. And it looks like Stephen Aguirre is going to be still out front. Pace car lights look like they're off. Let's right on his nose cam and find out. Yeah, they are off. So it looks like we might have a single file restart, or maybe double file. Not exactly sure. They just come out of turn number 1 into turn number 2, and down the backstretch they are still single file. So not exactly sure what's going on there, but Couldn't tell you. And I don't know what channel I put Craig Spiker in. I feel horrible about that because I can't find him right now. Oh, there he is. There, I found him. Yay! Let's move him back down there. I bet he was wondering, like, where's my team? He was in a chat all on his own. I am going to erase this channel, and I'm going to delete that channel so we don't mix that up again. All right, well, the pace car is going to take that pit road entrance, and we are going to get ready to go back green flag racing here at lap number 27. And it looks like that 818 of Aguirre is going to be leading them to the Geico restart zone. And we should get the 2 wide racing very, very quickly, as that's a one long line of trucks.
Green.
And there it is. The green flag is out. And let's see how everybody is going to do. First truck out is going to be... Let's zoom in on him. That is going to be the 72. He came up and he's trying to get a little bit of help from behind. He's got a little bit of side draft, but he's going to need a little bit more just than that side draft to catch up to the 99 of Richard Fairman. Richard Fairman riding around in the 8th position. Now he's got a little bit of drafting help, and it looks like Richard Fairman is going to take it out to the outside lane with the 222, and that is going to be Henning. Henning has a little bit of help. Can they make some moves? There goes Jeff Scott. He's trying to make some moves. He's going to get right up to the back of bumper of Burgess. And that number 23 Ford. That is the only Ford in the top 5. It got all surrounded by Chevrolets. And the next Ford in the top 10 is going to be Larry Fairman in that 99 Caterpillar F-150. Well, some great racing once again, and it looks like we almost had some 3 wide action as the 72. He is looking to just tuck it back in, and he is going to be right there in front of that 88 machine, and that is going to be Bradley Worley. So a couple camouflage trucks out there. I love the camouflage, but sometimes they blend in, and the numbers blend in, so it's kind of hard to see unless they have some bright color numbers like the 15 right there. And that is going to be Rick Evans. We saw Rick Evans. He was up on the safer barrier wall, almost in the catch fence earlier on, and look at him now. He is back up to the 11th spot. Some big movers is going to be Henning in that number 222. He is going to be up 14 spots, and you have Matt Banky up 13 right there in 12th. One big Packer racing right there, 3 wide action coming your way as they come into turn number 1, and we have a little bit of split. That's going to be Joe Hudson. Oh my goodness, and we just went away from it, and we are back under caution. That was a lot of smoke as we switched cameras. And watching these drivers get slow. Oh my goodness, the 00 had nowhere to go. Let's rewind and find out exactly what happened. It looks like, let's see. Who's going to be the best truck to go with? We'll go with right here. So some 3 wide action. We're going to zoom out just a little bit. Oh, it started with the 88. Let's stop it right there. Well, let's back it up just a little bit. And let's follow along with the 88. That's going to be Bradley Worley. And let's go to our chopper cam and see if we can find out what exactly happened. Maybe a bump gone wrong. Actually, I don't know exactly what happened there. But the 15 is going to be involved again. He's going to be right back on the safer barrier wall in the catch fence, along with the 99. And the 33 is going to be right there. 36 is going to be involved. The 56 is going to be backwards. He's going the wrong way. And let's go back to the 15 because he had a wild ride. Rick Evans. I wonder if anybody's told him that he cannot park there. And 36 all messed up, but luckily, like I said, they do have 3 fast repairs. The 15 is going to have to use 2 of the 3 fast repairs that he has, so he has 1 more left. But as of right now, the 225 is going to be out here leading this race. Well, let's see how the 15 is doing. Let's go down and make sure he got in the pits. Yes, he did. And all right, well, it is that time. I gave you all a little bit of extra time, but we're going to have to shut the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network side down because we got a little bit of hiccups on the Noma TV side. So if you're over there, go ahead and look up Noma TV and come on and join us over there, and we'll see you there. Sorry that I have to end it over here, but internet can't handle it right this second.